Yes, and you even have uh, you're at least able to recognize the symbols of them as well from
Mm.
some of their writings. All generally look like probably what you would imagine their fucking house symbols look like.
Mm.
Take whatever
Or
their
yeah,
name is and fucking make it a symbol most of the time.
I started recording.
Ah, wonderful. Let's
Okay.
save.
Um, over the. I'm again.
Nothing really
I'm just
happened
listening.
except
Yeah,
for the
I'm just.
lovely dwarven house names and
Uh-huh.
cadet branches that were discovered.
I'm just listening to the conversation over the earring, and then I kind of chime in. Kaothi, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we notice anything when at the other dwarven ruins that coincide with this one in terms of like clan names or anything like that?
No, we didn't catch any because
Don't
I,
think we
I
did that much
noticed.
researching.
No,
No.
no. I mean, technically, Shazia took some shit to Asta from the statue that we saw, but all of the
Yeah.
fucking dwarves look so dwarvish that they just look dwarves, which is more
Okay.
helpful.
All right, I'll go back to my.
Yep.
I'll go back to my watching and meditating.
Mhm.
Most any objects are warped and fucked up. It definitely it looks. Looking at it, the main hall in this place is somewhere between a cross between like a grand hall and a like bazaar floor. It looked as much a place of government as a place of business. But anything adventurers would be interested in, you're not gonna find here.
Mhm.
There might be some loot in the crafting district, but it might have been fucked with too.
There might, and Paula just doesn't want to save, also. So I don't.
I was goddamn useless.
Mhm.
Yeah, you heard me, Power. You bitch.
You save, damn it. This is very entertaining than the commands I just said.
Say,
I'm not listening to you.
It's just it does the damnedest thing. Like what
You
Oh,
have
she
to
listens to me.
you have to seduce it.
I have to wine and dine it. I
Roll to
gotta.
produce.
God fucking damn.
You have no power here.
Well, there it is.
I'm not currently
watch-
recording. I'm not
watch.
currently
Now there's gonna be fucking 8. I'm not currently recording. Yep. No, I'm going to believe it was just loading from my first one, and we were just impatient.
That would
It was
make
not, in
sense.
fact,
Yeah.
Julian that did it.
There's a delay.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like the
that's what it was.
coincidence of I just do it
Like,
once. It just works
Truly,
instantly. Oh, that's great.
fuck these
That's
bots. Dude. Fucking
funny.
all I had, and this might be a long shout, is the fucking thing of Mojo Jojo when he's trying to get the traffic light to change.
Yeah.
Change, please save.
Oh my god, fucking Mojo Jojo. Fucking hell. Okay, yes, I'm muting this server for the next like 15 minutes. Well, I'll talk some stuff. But you all finish, or at least the scholars finish their precursory examination. Happy they've gained a lot on how they think the government was run here. There are a lot of logs talking about distrust between, and it goes back and forth. Like their translations go back and forth between saying family and business.
Mhm.
like they're the same.
It's just good business.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. They go back and forth on that a lot. Well, family, clan, and business. They go back and forth between all those. How it is like by the time they're done, they don't know if this was just a government or a conglomeration.
And whether or not there's any difference.
Yeah, well, yes, but they're not philosophers. They're scholars. That's for somebody else to debate. They're just here to figure out what happened and what was going on. But eventually, they will be content, and they will go back to you all and ask for what we have gathered what we think we're going to get here, at least what we want to get here before some weird something comes and attacks us. If you
So
all
far, so good.
that is good. If you all are ready, there are several other districts that we still have yet to give a solid examination of. We would like to at least give each one a precursory examination. Beyond that, wherever you all are most interested in, we will follow lead.
Can I get a copy of your notes on the flame rends?
Oh yeah, yeah. While we're resting, I can set up a. I forgot what the spell was. I had a spell that basically just copies notes. I can set up something to copy the notes over.
Thank you.
No problem. It's some small thing we could do for those that are keeping us alive and killing abominations that should not exist on this plane. I was just hoping to get some notes on a long-forgotten society.
Yeah, usually if they've been forgotten for this long, there's a reason.
You're right there. Anything just makes it more interesting. But we have not given a solid examination of the crafting district yet, and I believe, as adventurers, you all would be quite interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head that way.
Mush.
And you can cover 3 spaces in an hour now.
Did you just tell an elk to mush?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Just make some noises.
That sounds like a whimper.
I feel like he's still happy, not being sent into the jaws of a crocodile,
Oh yeah, no, he's just.
Hey, he smacked the shit out of that crocodile. Thank you very much.
But he also
And then
wants
immediately
to shred.
died to the next one.
To shred, you say?
But he doesn't remember that. It's fine. That was all taken out of his memory.
He was too busy riding that high. He didn't even know.
I think that
until
makes
his
it
head was
worse.
attached.
Yeah,
You feel like having your memory
Yeah.
removed
Yeah.
to remove your traumatic events just
I
to
had
repeat
to.
them is worse.
I had to. He was
He was
freaking
riding
out.
that. Yeah, he was riding that success high. He did a really good job. He flipped that thing onto its back.
Then he immediately got destroyed and eaten. It's fine.
We don't talk about that. Continuing on. Which way is the the crafting quarter? Which way is that?
I think it's northeast.
The northeast district is the crafting district.
Like over here or something.
Tree.
Also, I want to ask the bowl something. Do you speak languages? Can you teach languages too?
I can. I'm not as proficient in my teaching in languages as I am tools, but I can.
Are you familiar with Dwarven?
Quite.
I would like to continue my studies with Dwarven for now. I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, you're kind of useless right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm speaking to a bowl. This is in my mind. Fuck off.
Fuck off, get out of my head.
Yeah.
I would be happy to teach.
Very well.
Absolutely. Someone roll D20. I don't know who's left, so whoever gets to it first.
I moved it. I'll roll it.
You roll.
Or not. Just saying I'd have done better than that.
The bad rolls out of the way.
Oh yeah. This is. Yep, I'll say this happens. You're passing by a forge near the outskirts. It's a small one. It's nothing fancy. Definitely compared to some of the other dwarven forges you've seen. But still a forge for a dwarf nonetheless. And as you all are walking by, you see the just out of nowhere, a hammer begin banging on the anvil, just rhythmically.
I'm 3 steps away from Be Gone Demon. So, let's figure out what's going on.
Yeah, you smelling anything?
Give it a whiff.
Give it a whiff. You give it a good sniff.
Yeah, give it a whiff. Whiffing.
You smell undeath.
Ooh. Always wanted to use this. Is it centered around the,
Right where the anvil and hammer are.
Oh, that's nice. Hadouken!
Oh shit. Okay. What is the tier of undead that you can destroy? Keothi, what level undead can you destroy?
CRT.
2. I'm almost confident that that is enough. But I'm going to check, just in case it's not. Scroll. Because I don't use these often.
I never get to use this, so this is just me flexing my holy powers.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. What's the save?
I have no idea how this works. KOV!
It'll be based off your
It's your
charisma.
normal save.
Yeah, whatever your spell save is.
Don't use them.
I've never cast a spell in my
Go
life.
to your spell page. It'll be at the top, you jackass.
What's your
Oh,
charisma?
that's
zero.
Shit.
Hold on.
No.
Oh, there we go. 17.
Ah, shit, man. There. For a moment, there's a. Huh! The hammer clangs to the ground as you release the spirit.
Give a quick prayer to Ramanator.
Gosh.
Moving on. Everybody ready? Let's give Edgar a slap on the ass and start walking.
Yeah, let's look out for more of that. That might just be one out of many.
Yeah, I don't.
You continue on.
I got my holy boner out of the way. So
Yes, absolutely. Give me 3 more spaces.
who's up next?
Now, were the scholars kind of disheartened by that random thinking of a hammer?
Not at all. They've been around a lot of ruins, and it is not uncommon for any peoples of these ruins to have unfinished business. They are used, like they are level like 5, 6. Like they've seen some shit. Nowhere near as much as you, but they've seen some shit.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Technically, Darla's always seeing shit, but she doesn't. That's because she doesn't live in the now.
She has an excuse. Is anybody gonna move or?
I'll shift it.
You have 3 spaces.
Yep.
You end up walking through a massive, expansive forge, marked with a symbol you would now recognize as the symbol of House. What was it? Felclaw, I think it was.
This is the one we were at before, right?
Yeah, you recognize the symbol
Yeah.
now. Is where you found the
The Vatio.
yeah.
Hammerclaw and Foul Hands, so it's which one of those?
Fellhand,
Foul Hand.
the axe one.
The one with the ox.
Fellhand.
Oh,
You recognize it now. You've already given this segment of the forge a thorough exploration, and because you've traveled through here before, give me a d20 at advantage. Whoever's rolling d20 this time.
Phew. That's me. Sorry.
You are traveling through somewhere you've already been. It's less likely for stupid shit.
2 ones. Oh, that's a crit.
Easy enough.
Nice.
Too fucking easy. Let's get some. Let's get some. Do I do something stupid with this one? No, no. You were here previously. There's nothing new happening. If it had been on the first one, maybe, but no. It is peaceful. You get 3 more spaces. Who's moving next?
Why don't we just designate one person to move?
I'll do it.
1.
Yeah.
2. There is another large forge you see as you are coming up here. 3. These scholars would like to take a moment to examine this forge as well, the one that you were passing by.
You
Large.
said it's D20.
Oh. Yeah, it'll be D20 as you're getting there. 16, easy enough. Too fucking easy. You get by this forge. They would like to go there, so they will direct the party this direction.
Okie dokie. Set up a defensive perimeter.
Large, expansive kind of compound, similar to the previous one. Though this one, now that you recognize the clan symbols, see that it possesses the symbols of clan Flamerend.
You wanting to nosy at this one, August?
Yeah, I figure giving our old friend, well, I say old friend, our buddy in the Archmage, he might want to,
Oh, is that his name?
yeah, Flamerend.
That
Yes.
explains. Right.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes it is.
Lord Arcanist, High Archmage at the College of Evocation, Gallet Flamerend.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Impressive.
Look, I played the long con on this one, motherfuckers.
That's good. I just like archmages don't stick out as important enough for Chaos
They
Journal.
really did. They don't. They didn't for me either until it was brought.
Oh, I
No, the
remember.
only reason August remembered him is because he was going to help him make something.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
It's just selfishness.
If you're looking around this forge, give me a looking around this forge check.
I'm looking around this forge.
I will assist someone and guide.
Mm-hmm.
If you assist me, that removes my disadvantage. Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
If I assist him as well, does he get advantage?
No, it doesn't.
No,
Damn
you
it.
Only can cancel. You can't stack.
Hey, the attempt had to be made.
No, I appreciate the effort. I have less on this thing, so I'll just do it manually. Well,
Okay.
Holy
Shit.
shit.
Yes,
35.
35.
Which is all.
You are,
The
though,
past, the
fuck.
present, and the future.
Alrighty then.
So, Darlo's over here like, what?
Sit down, everyone else.
Gluttony is strong with this one.
You, with Keothi's help and with Edgar carrying you around, give this place a thorough search while the scholars go about their business over the course of the next hour. So by this point, y'all have been out and about for 9 hours by the time you're done. You'll have another 7 hours left in your day before it's bedtime. In going about this place, there will be a number of unfinished projects of various steel, iron, whatever constructions. But you do find, kind of like in a main my throat, kind of in a main central kind of location. Okay, that was Sarah. A kind of storehouse for various kinds of supplies. You see variously, bits of, iron, steel, just in bars. There are a couple bars of what you recognize to be mithril adamantine.
Oh,
Namely, roll me 2d4 and a d4. Three bars of each.
okay. I struggle to put those in my pack, but I do so.
Do you need
Absolutely.
a hand?
Do you need help?
Yes, please.
Oh god, that's when I know it's bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And because you rolled ungodly well, you can see through some of the excellent dwarven craftsmanship of this storehouse, and see that a section of just where they're stacked iron bars, nothing fancy, is stacked in such a way as to be like easily separated from the bulk of the pile. And underneath it, even then underneath the floor, when you shift away more, there is what looks to be a upward facing, long since rusted. Actually, no, it wouldn't be long since rusted. Definitely been there a hot minute. A safe.
Ooh, fancy. I kind of point this out to the others. Looky here.
Yeah, you all get brought in. It is made of like banded adamantine. Like, if you had to guess, enchanted. Like, this thing is top notch fucking security.
How much is a safe way, or is it built
Uh,
into like the?
It is like built into the ground.
Oh,
And so was last
take it
time.
with us.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
Theoretically, if
teleport.
you wanted to take the time to fuck up the stone around it, you'd be able to move it. Just then, you would need to be able to move a 300-pound safe.
I could do that if I was strong, which I'm not
Yeah,
anymore.
if you were strong, which you're not anymore. Hey, Zell, feel like
Well,
lifting some stuff?
well, Deep, why don't you hit the gym and match my strength for once?
Good on the level.
Right now, obviously, but my
Yep.
earlier strength.
KOC, you're gonna have to make a hell of a roll
Yep,
if you're gonna break the magic on this bitch.
yep. I'm just going to generally trying to get it open as well. I'm just doing this while the rest of them are arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Any magical warding on this thing, you effectively you do gotta wrestle with, but you do dispel.
Alright, you fuckers mind giving me some fucking space?
Absolutely.
There is a very intricate lock on it that still needs to be got through.
I would
Yeah.
like to backseat lockpick. Give assistance.
Yeah.
To backseat lockpick. Absolutely.
You two keep the fucking nerds busy, right?
Why, of course.
Thank you. And like
I love it.
when I'm half certain that they're looking away, like can I keep an eye for when they're just messing about with the nerds?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over to Darla and let her mutter at me about everything she's learned so far.
Yeah, you just start drooling as she starts talking a mile a minute.
So I'm getting assistance from Argus, am I?
Yes, by the
Yes.
sound of it.
I will guidance myself, and once I'm certain the others are caught up with the nerds and they're all looking away, I'm going to switch out to Umbrak.
Mm-hmm. Roll me perception, KOC.
See, I'm going to use this strength roll up here
Please take
just
the
to like.
guidance off. No,
pick up-
that's persuasion, not perception. Sorry.
That is persuasion. Carry on.
Oh.
Just to like pick up things to be distracting. Like I just walk over and pick up the anvil, like, oh, doesn't seem to be anything here, and then let's like drop it loudly.
And it's Dex, right?
It is going to be dex based, as thieves' tools are wont to be. 27. You barely beat it. It is a good 5-10 minutes of fiddling with this intricate lock. It's well made. If you had to spell that magic, you would have needed a 35.
Mm. Come on, I'm listening to you. Just a little more.
It's wrestling. There's tumbler after tumbler. You keep going in. At one point it resets. You're like, God fucking damn. You get back in there and
Yeah.
you do eventually. There is a
And then just switch the face back immediately. The second I hear it click.
absolutely. You pop the top on this bitch.
Just about with Argus Assault.
And inside, we'll say, how giving do I want to be? Roll me d4, KOF. You want high.
Now, while I'm
3.
distracted,
Decent.
yeah.
Hmm?
I was gonna say while I'm distracting Darla, I would be paying very close attention to her. Would I have noticed the sound of the click, or if she had noticed it?
If Darla is rambling at you, no, it's not a very loud thing. It's a very well-made device. It was just like,
I'm also making a shit ton of noise and being stupid, so
yeah, like healthy.
You're juggling ingots.
yeah, exactly.
No,
I got Melkor over here making dancing lights and fucking
Yeah, like
billowing.
like Argus barely heard it, and he was there.
Okay.
But
have your light.
Yeah, but it's
otherwise,
dancing lights.
Right.
you each of you roll me a d100. That d4 was how many of these are going to be extra cool.
So everybody roll a d100.
Yes, everyone roll me a d100. That number was just for how many of them are extra cool.
Nice.
And I need someone to roll me a d15 because I really like using this table.
2 good ones. Nice.
And
3 good ones.
very nice.
Who wants
And
the
then-
D15?
Yeah, who wants that?
You should do it. You open the
You
safe.
cracked it.
Yeah.
Pop the top on this bitch. 5. That's fine. It didn't matter. Okay. The first thing that stands out is there look to be several, namely roll me a d6.
Come on, hi. Yes!
5 of what initially are shaped like ingots, but you're taken aback a bit by the fact that it looks like wood,
Oh, is this Ironwood?
ironwood. And as for these, let's have some fun with these D100s.
I'm just going to basically, as we're pulling fun shit out and getting it into Argus's bag, I'm going to be whispering it over the earrings.
I approve of this message.
Itemized list of, like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
looting.
that's how we normally do it.
This is
But full generation game style.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to find a good table for this. And my usual website is just failing me. So I might have to do it my damn self. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go to the usual tables. The boring tables, I suppose.
And then make them spicy.
Exactly. Or I might just make something. Who fucking knows what I'll do? I sure as hell don't.
Ooh, spicy dirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got a box of dirt.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. We got a 96. We'll make that one of the spicy ones. Not on that table. Alright,
Too spicy. Too spicy.
too spicy. This is perfect. Actually, we'll do this because this is the flame rings. There is a wand. One of the items in here is a wand. that is intricate, nice little white, made of some white metal, with a little red orb at the end.
So what the message that comes over is wand, maybe a fireball, gonna need identifying.
Clara just, I'll be there in a minute. And Clara will be there to tell you that it is, in fact, a wand of fireballs.
Nice.
That was one of the cool
Does make
things.
sense given Galmet.
Yeah, it's kind of their clan's thing. Okay. There is also in this little safe what looks to be. Let's have some fun. I'm tempted to give you one of those because I know no one can use them. Is that an asshole move? Maybe.
We'll find a way.
You
Steve.
sell
Yeah, I
it,
know, I know.
like,
You highly underestimate how stupid I am.
Oh, no, I mean, literally, none of you can use that thing.
Oh, it's a wizard item.
It was a bard item.
Oh,
Oh,
I will learn.
Oh yeah.
well, you can still play the instrument, right? It'll just be a really expensive instrument.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's fine. We'll give it to Melkor. He's a bard, right? I mean, a wizard. I mean, ooh.
I mean,
He's a mage. He's a mage.
he's an arcanist. He's a. Sage
It's the master of
mage.
calligraphy.
He can cast spells. Let's do it.
Not you two. All right, back off.
All right. Well, I'll just remain homeopath.
All right, I can accept that when you were on for that one.
There is what is obviously a magical ring set with a large ruby in it. That that purpose is twofold. It is a ring of fire resistance. That I guess by virtue of having fire resistance makes you immune to the effects of extreme heat. But also allows you to cast Scorching Ray once a day.
Both of these are attunement, right?
They are both attunement.
Okay.
And because I don't like just giving attunement items, because we like to have fun here, we gotta mix it up a little and give you something that's not attunement.
I love if someone casts like detect magic on us and is like blinded by the
And you
amount of,
just, oh,
like,
God!
items we carry.
Oh yeah, and also you can just sell these. I mean, I don't know.
Mhm.
I could just fuck it up and give you some cool shit. Oh, I had an idea. Fuck it, I'm making this one up. Okay. Because I've made myself happy. We're gonna say at the bottom, underneath the other two little trinkets you find with those other D100 rolls. We'll get to those in a moment. There is a set. I don't know if this benefits you, but I'm making it this anyway. Of plate mail. That is adorned with. Any of you who have read anything about creatures of magic and might recognize the symbology on it as that of a phoenix.
Intriguing. I'm not gonna say it. We just had a Boondock Saints moment. I'm just not gonna say it. What is the symbology? It's symbolism. Symbolism.
Oh God.
William Dafoe coming in.
Yep.
Symbolism. So, Miss Smarty Pants, what is the symbolism?
No,
Clara-
that's
Boondock Saints 2!
Oh my
Clara, Clara will identify.
I know what you were doing.
Clara will identify. It is a phoenix's plate mail. It does not require attunement, and it is for AC's purposes just plate mail. But what it does is once a day, while wearing this, if you are dropped to 0 hit points, you instead erupt in a fireball and regain 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier hit points. You do not take damage from the fireball. However, that fireball does not damage allies. The secondary effect is should you die while wearing this armor, you will come back 1 hour later as if affected by the Raise Dead spell, and the armor will crumble away to dust.
Die.
Deidre, you can wear plate armor, right?
I can,
Well,
but
what's your
it is-
strength?
What's your strength? Actually,
Actually, oh, 14. I don't know. Can I
he's
wear it?
unique.
It has a strength requirement of 15.
Yes.
Oh, that is.
Fantastic.
Put your boner away.
I didn't have a boner.
Oh,
I'm a Dex Paladin.
You have to show his skirt off, you know? So we can get it cut into a breastplate.
Fair. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, we can get it cut into breastplate. You know, it's fine.
You know what? You know what? There might be a belt of dwarven kind down here. You never know.
Maybe.
That I would have to take that off of my belt of speed.
Oh.
Poor
Sacrifices.
baby.
That's not nice.
That's not nice.
So nice.
But
Sorry.
as for the other little things in here, I'm going to be using these tables to generate those. What were the other two numbers?
43 and 49.
3 and 49. All right, which of these are interesting?
That could
Okay,
be-
this one's actually really cool. Because these what's left in here are trinkets. You got all the cool shit. One of the things you find in here of the cool trinkets is there is an onyx astrolabe. That is this little, I say little, is sizable for an onyx gemstone. That kind of gives you a rough look. Argus, you would recognize this, of what this little corner of the planar system should look like.
Ooh. Neat.
Namely Altherian and its surrounding outer planes. And you do notice it has this one has 30 outer planes, like the newly discovered research has suggested.
Oh, it has the full version.
There's no real detail on any of them other than a vague color, but it's just it is what it is.
What happens if you focus on one of the planes while like holding it? Is it magical or just like an image essentially?
It is magical in the sense that it is meant to last a long time. It is merely that is all the magic on it is for, is just to maintain what it is. It seemed to be
Okay.
its
So it's more like
purpose
the
is not.
durability and
Yeah.
So it's a well-maintained planular globe.
Mhm. It's actually kind of funny. And then the next thing you find in there is what looks to be at first a rock, but it looks an awful lot like a diamond. Or is it a diamond that looks like a rock? You
Oh.
aren't sure.
Serious?
It's about the size of your fist. That's the last thing.
Just got rock diamond, rock down.
Rock, diamond, rock.
Fool's diamond.
Effectively,
Fool's-
yeah.
It's a fool's diamond.
A fool's diamond.
I'm assuming it's fucking Schrodinger's diamond or something.
What's
Is it
actually
a diamond?
Whatever it
That's
was, the
actually-
Flame Wren saw fit to put it in here.
Mm.
Kind of funny. We both actually wrote out the same damn thing.
But that is what you find here in this safe. Beyond that, the scholars finish their examination of the place. It not being too terribly different from the other forge, other than they seem to note that the other one had a lot more unfinished and semi-finished axes, and this one has a lot more would look to be possible foci made.
That seems reasonable.
Yes. Beyond that, where you go now? You have 7 hours left in your day, I think.
I mean, does there seem to be more in the crafting district?
You know that. Well, hold on.
Oh.
Slow down there, Buckaroo.
Oh, you said
You know that the Dragonfire forges they would have once used had to have lava supplied from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at those veins, they had to come from the northeast section of the crafting district.
Right.
So before you
So-
move, if that affects your decision making.
I mean, Argus was looking for a way to get something hot enough to craft some bollocks. Like,
Hmm.
Curtis paid limited attention to what Argus wants, but there was something about that.
Yeah, I have a few solutions for it, but most of them involve going to the elemental plane of fire. The place, you know, a little bit.
Playing
different.
fire, taking Diedrich with him.
Yeah, I need like a chump to keep me to be a distraction.
Yeah, basically.
Dragonfire
right.
forges may also be a good shout.
Yeah, definitely. Much safer.
I don't know about much safer.
Do you remember that fucking ancient dragon we saw flying overhead? I'd say much safer.
This is
Much safer.
this is still Lilith, and we are down far enough that there could be a fucking psychic dragon down here somewhere.
That's true, but you know, at least it'll be quick.
Yeah, it won't take long.
Actually, no, he might be pissed at me. Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know why. You know?
Where are you moving?
Let's go to the source. Northeast, you said?
Yep.
Hey-ho!
Oh, shiny.
Yes, you come upon the beginnings of what is a massive complex. You see adorned with the symbol you now come to recognize as that of the battle hammers. The veins that you recognize that the lava would have flown through are thick here, and definitely seem to branch off elsewhere beyond your vision, deeper into Kolkumdir. All number of setups and like miniature forges inside this complex dot the place. So big, in fact, that you're not even properly in it yet to conduct a proper search. Roll me d20 for this hour of travel. You have 6 hours left in the day. Okay, hour of travel is quiet. The eerie stillness of Kolkumtir merely has become a stillness since the death of the memory of arms. You have another hour for you to head into the complex proper, like. If you would kindly.
Yeah.
You head on in to the heart of this massive complex. All manner of forges, and eventually you see, you get to a spot kind of in the center where you see all of these veins for lava kind of like meet up. And you see via this complicated setup of various supports and a large ring of runes adorn this structure kind of up above this kind of basin where it looks like the lava would have pooled. Even now, the enchantments, like even without casting detect magic, kind of reverberate in this area. And you, anyone who wants to give me an Arcana check, Argus at advantage.
I will guidance Argus.
Yes, my masterful arcana skill. I just roll flat because I'm still disadvantaged.
Yep. Okay, you're able to look at this. Argus, you're able to tell that looking at this ring of runes situated on this structure above this basin is what looks to be a currently inactive gate.
Whoa. Probably does pull from the plane of fire, I'd imagine.
Really?
You would have to figure out how to turn it back on again.
Can I cast detect portal?
That uses your planar magics.
Yes. Oh.
Might hurt a little.
It
Might hurt a little
will.
bit.
It
It won't hurt as much as just your spell casting will, but it'll hurt.
It's just like a minor thing. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
How bad is it?
For just that, it'll be a 2d12.
Okay. It won't hurt, Edgar, right?
No.
Okay.
It's all internal. It's quote unquote necrotic damage, but not
Yeah, you
reduced
see
to
his,
necrotic
like,
damage. Yeah.
his exposed skin kind of darkens for a bit. Like the veins become
It is-
eerie.
I was close enough to guidance, so I'm just gonna hit him over the back of the head and like cure wounds at second level.
yeah.
Get
certainly.
some of it back.
Yeah. Hopefully all of it is at second level, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Easy money. You get that back. The necrotic veins kind of recede. And
sure.
remind me again how portal works. Detect portal works.
It just normally it tells me the location of one. I already
Yeah.
know what this is.
You're
I'm
looking
using
at
it more to find out what it where it leads to.
Certainly, yeah. I'll say with that, you in going off what you know, you're able to focus on this one specifically and kind of think of and kind of read his energies a little bit. It 100%, it without a shadow of a doubt links to Arthurian's plane of fire.
Cool. Well, not really cool, but
Yeah, quite the opposite, really.
Quite hot.
I'll even say, going off what you know about these, there's a good chance that there is a key for this gate somewhere around here.
alright, guys.
Ye-
There's a key.
yes.
Find it.
Yes, sir. I have themes.
What? I did not say a thing. I didn't even say a thing about the names of the main houses. I'm
sensed
letting
it.
this happen.
I sensed it. I sensed
Sense
it.
your snark. I can sense your snark.
Most people can sense my sass levels, yeah. That's fair.
Sarah is nothing but sass, and you love it. So
Like a sass elemental. Yeah.
she really is. She's a sass elemental.
I mean, the only thing better than sass elemental is an ass elemental.
Ah!
Ah!
So many asses, though.
So many asses. It's upsetting. Once you get past that, it's either that or just one big ass. It's just
I'm fairly certain that is our group's elemental plane, perfectly.
you all belong on the elemental plane of ass. But
All right, we're looking for a thing. Let's look for a thing.
if you all want
don't
to look
find
for
a
a
thing.
thing, you can roll me looking for thing checks.
I don't find a thing.
No, it's a big place, admittedly. The
Yeah.
scholars, I will tell you, the scholars are going to need somebody roll me 2d6. That.
Malcolm, I think this is one of yours.
Yep, this is yours, Marco.
Oh,
sorry.
Perfect. No.
The scholars only need a couple hours. This place is pretty open. They don't need too much before they're going to feel content about searching this place. Y'all are probably going to take longer than they are.
Yofi coming in clutch.
Would you say I can get advantage on searching for a planar key?
Sure. You already got.
I just also want to point out,
Just to bring
Edgar
down-
is always helping him.
Sure.
I don't think Edgar can help
Not
with
really.
magical
No.
stuff.
Oh,
Edgar
this-
can always help. He's a celestial being.
He's a good boy, yes, but he doesn't know, how to find, magical stuff.
That's
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
buddy.
you
Put him on his plane.
it's-
Play magical fetch with him.
I go to ask what a key even looks like, and Argus has already found it.
Argus is pulling out of his ass like, "Oh, look here!"
It's the Rock Diamond Rock.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, God.
It's not the Rock Diamond Rock,
That would be great.
but Argus, it still takes you a good couple hours of just searching this place, trying to find this damn thing. It is well hidden away. in behind some good old fashioned dwarven ingenuity.
I
Which is-
need elaborate levers and Years.
Not even that, because too many mechanisms and the layers would not have been thick enough to block it from like scrying sensors and divination.
Mhm.
It is genuinely, there is a massive pillar of stone inside a structure here that you have to move aside, and inside is a recess where you see ever glowing like molten rock that is only warm to the touch. Inside what would have been several feet of stone. Purely non-magical, like, attempts to hide it because no divination sensor could have reached through that much stone.
Yeah. Okay. Is there like an indent on this portal that indicates you put it, or is it just like proximity based?
With a little bit of moving around and with a 30-fucking-1, you're able to find that there is a way to get on top of the structure that the ring that this gate sits on. And at the top of it, there is a molten rock-shaped recess.
Okay. I can activate this. It will bring a lot of light to the city, but it will also potentially attract some attention. What do you guys think?
send it.
Will it let things through or just hop through? Because difference.
I trust in the ability of dwarves to make a one-way system that only lets.
To
what they
answer your
want to.
question, he doesn't know.
Can hazard a guess, though.
Yeah,
A solid guess, but...
dwarves aren't
Yes.
chumps.
Kind of looks around at the ruins. All right.
Aberrations are a little bit different than the dumb shit on this plate of fire. All that stuff wants to be a slave.
Nope, fair. Like if you trust, trust you.
He kind of looks up at the thing, looks at his arms. Shit.
Fucking noodle. Can I give him a boost?
Yeah, you can help him get on top of this thing. Like, you get the sense dwarves, like, especially magic-using dwarves, would have just made a staircase up. But, without
Even
them,
poor
I have
Edgar's
to
like
climb.
he's trying to figure out a way to help. Like use his
Put
horns.
it on my head, I can lift you up, I don't...
He's like
While
prancing around.
August is getting that mocking look of Keofi, he will just say, "Remember, I know your secrets, so
Mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
I know your name.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You
I'm
lift
sensing attempted failed blackmail.
Alright, I'd say it kind of works.
No, this is just us having fun. That's all.
Bullshitting, yeah.
it works, it just works both ways.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Which kind of defeats the purpose, but not really, it's...
It keeps us both in line, which is probably the only thing that.
probably the best way to go about it. But you brought up here where there is another. It's a similar line of runes, but definitely more so just the continuation. I say it's another line of runes in the sense that this is just like the keyhole to the gate beneath.
Okay, everyone cleared that area down there. Diedrich, right where you're standing is where lava's gonna come
The
out.
basin. Dietrich's in the basin where the lava's gonna hit. Like what?
There is a moment I think about it.
Diedrich,
And then I
you
step
can't
out.
survive lava, you idiot.
No, you
The
can't.
thought crosses my
Once.
mind.
You can't
The thought
survive
you
lava,
Remember
but
what
what if
happened
I
to Sarah last time we
Oh,
interacted with the
bless.
plane? Yeah. Old Peggy.
I love the plane of fire. It's a fun.
I go ahead and I step just outside the basin,
All right, sir.
Okay, there's gonna be some splashback.
Yeah, the best game of chicken.
Oh, absolutely.
That's on him. You can heal severe burns, right?
Oh yeah, the scholars,
Yeah,
Clara,
totally.
you would assume Phrygia are very far away.
Yeah, he'll
I
he'll
take
open-
another like half step back.
No, I open it before he takes his step back.
Absolutely, you pop it in. A red glow emanates from your half of the runes, as there is like the audible sound of like unlocking a very large lock. And then this glow begins to emanate from just like what would be the 12 o'clock on this ring from the bottom side, as it kind of begins to glow around the rest of the runic circle, and there is a tearing sound as a hole just opens in space, and light immediately floods this place, as anyone who would be looking into the plane of fire merely sees red glowing hot liquid, because it seems to open up somewhere in a lake of lava, you would guess, logistically speaking. Deidre, give me deck save. As this immediate gout spout of lava shoots down into the basin. You do, seeing it open and seeing just red glow, the little bit of a survival instinct you have kicks in.
It's not a big thing, but I go, huh? Probably should move.
Yeah, you follow a god of the sun, so you know how dangerous fire is, and this is like liquid fire. It's much more dangerous.
Hmm.
You quickly back the fuck up,
Yep.
and do not get splashed with 10d10 fire damage.
Just the whole time wistfully going, one day that will be me.
Yep.
Yep. I know if you'd been in the base, it would have been 24d10 fire damage.
Nice.
It's not a good time. Lava bad.
Lava bad.
Fire hot.
Oh yeah. Lava is the one thing, regardless of character level, that you fear.
Bad,
The
bad, bad,
barbarian
bad.
shrug at falling, right? I take 20d6? That's chump change. Lava?
Yeah.
No.
That's fire damage. Like,
Yeah.
Zell can half that, but half a 24d10 is still a lot. But it splashes into the base. A little bit getting up on the side. This begins to hit as dust melts and lights on flame. And it begins to quickly fill this basin and rapidly flow out from it, going out across into the city of Kolkumtir. A lot of dust catching fire. A lot of residue, maybe a few monster corpses as it reaches further and further into the city. But beyond what you can see, just off in the distance, Kolkumtir begins to come alive, almost.
Cool.
It flowing through all these forges. It winds its way through these forges. There are even recesses where it goes in underneath, and you see it pop up in other places as you relight the city of Kolkumtir, and reignite a lot of the forges here. What the first thing that immediately becomes noticeable as this forge, as the Battlehammer forge, comes to life, is there is a and this grinding of metal, as you see coming out from a storehouse nearby, a number of what appear to be golems, lava running through them. You see now. Going about grabbing chains with buckets at the end, and just going about what was presumably their previous programming, gathering lava from the veins, dipping it in basins, and just going about business.
Oh.
Can you imagine what this would have been like back in the day?
Loud.
And if you give it a good while, I am simply going to do this, which you are really going to enjoy. Let me...
Gondor calls for aid.
While we chill here.
I'm just imagining hearing howls of the enemies that were standing inside
The lava pits?
Yeah.
Just randomly.
You hear a Wilhelm scream somewhere.
Yeah, and as you let it flows quickly out from the city. The sheer force of the lava flow from the plane of fire just spoots out across Kolkumtir over the course of the next hour.
Oh.
Oh, hold on, I need to make that bigger actually.
Ooh.
Oh, there's
Mushroom build
a
down there.
mysterious square. Hold on.
Oh, it's hidden.
It is.
So, like the name?
No,
No, it's
oh,
not.
come
Name's
on.
part of life.
Come on, reveal. There we go.
There was nothing there. Why? Why was it hidden?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Interesting.
And you are able to look out from this place and see all of Colcomdeer. A large bazaar type of area seemed to be
Oh.
over in the back in the mercantile district. There is a district to the south of you that is glowing, covered in these mushrooms, like large mushrooms, like visible from many, like from a couple hours away. The
I
other
don't
district
know
you
about
see behind
that.
the House of Clans, but going off what you know, it should be more registered like the residential place.
Yeah, replying to what Coyote just like said a bit ago. Normally cities can go fuck themselves, but this is impressive.
Fucking right. I want to try and like climb as high up as I can get and try and look at all of it.
It's not hard. It's very easy for you to get the sense that the battle hammers had a point of superiority here, and you can benefit over Colcomdeer from
Oh,
this
nice.
forge.
Also, how pissed off is Fridgia right now?
Fridge is upset.
she was sitting here just vibing in her world, and all of a sudden, lights on.
Yeah, Fridge is standing there, arms crossed, like you see her come into visibility as like she gets more and more just annoyed as this place is lit up, and she kind of, God damn it, shit.
Monopore says, "Let there be light."
I was enjoying this place almost. Oh,
I can't understand her. She sounds grumpy.
She's praising a Manitou actually. Yeah.
She praise me to a Monitor.
I don't
Never
know what
gets
you
old.
just said, but don't you use me in the same sentence as whatever that thing is.
It's all fun. It's at the expense of defect in Draconic.
Fair enough. Amazing.
The best part is she doesn't get most of the jokes, but she enjoys being a part of them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, she'll pretend she isn't, but she does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she does. But this is what you are looking at. The city of Colcomdeer. The scholars immediately take more notes.
So, Diedrich has another serious moment.
Is this like a Robert moment where the gears in your mind actually mesh together and a thought is performed?
It's no
Yes,
grinding
actually.
noise.
Yeah, there's a subtle grinding noise. The helmet flickers more. It's a whole thing.
It's mostly because one of the golems like accidentally just knocks into his head with one of the big fucking
like
he's
full,
removing.
yeah, full bucket and all.
Yeah, they're moving on programming, so they don't even pay attention to you. Just keep moving.
So, when I was in Toril, I've gone to several different places, and I have a distinct hatred of the Underdark and most things within it. The mushrooms. Do they seem familiar to me?
Roll a nature check at Avantage.
Both of those suck.
From this distance, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
There is a large factor of distance here. You can't see them a lot. It's like a forest down there. It is reminiscent of like myconid groves and things.
Yes.
But from this distance, it is impossible to tell. Especially with myconids, if when they stand still, they are just a fucking mushroom.
Yeah.
But it's impossible to tell from this distance.
Okay. I like how you knew exactly where I was going with that. Thank you.
I can't often read minds. Not always, but often.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but with the whole druid thing. But druids don't really go below ground, so never mind.
The scholars chime in, or Aster rather. Going off of our notes, that should be the district where much of the mining was done.
Yes, I see the mine in the distance. Makes sense that it was unguarded, and the Underdark made its way in.
really don't like Drow.
I just
Yeah.
look around at the general party like that's half of them.
Of them.
It's the general consensus for the party. Melkor tends to get stabbed by them. They do unnatural things to living things, so Kaopi hates them.
Kale doesn't really mind them too much, but more because he doesn't understand any of what they do.
The horrible shit that goes on down there.
You ask August or Fridja, like, what they think of Drow, and it's just
It's
like a
It's
hate
sick.
stat.
it's not good.
Yeah.
I just imagine Fritz is just looking over there. It's dark over there. I want to go there.
The shrooms give some cover. Maybe.
Well, where to first?
Do we want to continue studying things or potentially going into a fight?
Well, I imagine we should study all we can before, waking up the city might attract more attention than we expected,
No,
especially
so
with the Underdark. So if
What
we
do you
do a
think?
loop around this way,
Yeah.
and then check out what is going on there.
hit the main halls in every district.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. I approve.
Okay.
Am I allowed to keep this stone, or does it have to stay in there?
It has to remain in the
Okay.
gate for it to be open.
Okay, I'll allow it. We might come back here and turn it off when we leave.
Yeah, it is the kind of thing. It is a failsafe. Like they don't want the rock to suddenly not be here if like something stupid happens.
Yeah.
I said we leave it going.
And I will tell you, because you have effectively turned Kolkumtir on, travel through the top right, top left, and bottom left district is safe.
Okay.
So you can simply move your travel, whatever's left of your travel day. Now,
We
How much
got,
is that?
what was it? 5
I
hours?
think it was 5 hours left. So that would be
Yes.
300 minutes.
Yeah, we can make it to this building and camp out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having solid walls makes defense a little bit easier.
It also
does.
looks like a residential building. It might be cozy.
I have
It
a
is-
bed.
There are a number of residential areas around the bazaar. Many of the residential areas are also seem to have once been commercial places. Similar, like the shops with the residents upstairs kind of thing.
Mm.
But you head on over there, back into the mercantile district where you started this little venture. And as you are traveling, let me reset this on the map. It is becoming more and more apparent as the time goes on that Kolkumtir is becoming smaller and smaller, to the point that by the end of the day, 6 spaces an hour of travel. Everything is proper dwarf-sized rather. The city has come to life. Even over here, there are some not as bulky, not as strong-looking, but golems going about, lava in them, doing general housekeeping things almost. You think?
Well, so much for a cozy bed. Makes for a nice pillow.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
Any of the
generally,
Golems semi-sentient, or are they all just automata?
looking at them, and Clara is able to tell you. She knows a bit more about this. They are functioning as mindless automata,
Yeah.
acting on any programming. There's a good chance. I'll roll for Clara here.
They're using their backup program.
Yeah, effectively.
They're repairing damage and basically maintaining structure.
There is a very good chance I'll have her roll tinkering for this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She knows how homunculi work, and these are very similar. she knows goddamn well that really, unless you somehow like took over these things programming, only the person or people who created them can give them orders. So they're just going to be going about whatever their last orders were.
Well, that's fine. Let's just stay out of that way.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable.
I'm looking for a bed.
Do you want to sweep the building first? Make sure it's clear.
I mean, there were some of those like horrible elaboration wolf things.
Yeah, just things lived in dark places.
Yeah.
Take a look just in case.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Well, I'll post up to go in.
You sweep the building. I'll save you the trouble. There is room 20. There's the.
I am rolling like shit tonight.
You suck.
No, that's great. There is the recently. What you would have to guess is recently broken body of something horrifying looking in here.
Oh, that's pleasant.
That is still trying to move, but you can tell it's fucked up. It looks something like this. I'll make that bigger.
Oh,
It's about the size of a person. But
have we fought these yet?
I've-
It looks so
No.
familiar.
I don't. I you bought them in the last campaign.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're my feral horrors.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. No, didn't I'm pretty sure
Fight 'em.
these came out when we were where we picked up Phrygia.
The Ouroboros. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we fought
they
these
did.
Ouroboros.
You did fight some feral horrors. Yeah, you've seen them before.
Oh, so much stabbing in the head. So much stabbing it in the head.
It is weak and cannot fight back. It was already dying. You just sped up the process.
So we gotta search the rest of the house, or
After that, yeah.
tally ho.
roll a search in the house check.
Oops, wrong button. Damn, I am fucking blind today.
So Zell
Hey, did we? I just tripped over that fucking body you stabbed. I didn't see you stab it.
He's like, oh, I found one. That was already dead.
Yeah, I know. I just killed it. 24.
That's since we finished the fighting last week. Holy shit.
Yeah. With a 24. One, you're able to see the trail of blood, quote unquote, that this thing left on its way into the window.
Mm-hmm.
And that the blood kind of leads to a golem that is moving around some crates in the street with blood on its knuckles.
They picked the fight with a golem.
Our golem friends are just gonna fuck these things up. Apparently they had some programming as the city went to shit to just, not.
That's
Yeah.
why travel is safe now.
Just fucking shit up. All right, I like it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should stay out of the way before we get hit.
Well, that's why I recommend
We
staying
haven't messed with Alex.
If we were on their programming to fuck up, we'd know it by now.
You would have. You've done like 5 hours of travel. You've walked by a lot of them.
Anything else, they're like top of the morning and just keep.
If they were programmed to kick your ass, there wouldn't have been a goddamn thing you could do about it. There are dozens upon dozens of these things.
Would have made that last fight look like a walk in the park.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, probably not, but that's for other reasons.
Yeah, we'll just fuck with those. Make
Yeah,
them
the memory of arms was made to fight with those things.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the best.
They are. They're really cool.
Man, if we could have found this before that fight, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, almost like there was an order, but you went out of it. But whatever.
We're that good. Oh, we're that good.
We're that.
Yeah,
We're
you
too
know.
good for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I only almost killed one of you and almost left one of you as an object.
What?
Almost isn't enough.
Sounds like a good hit.
Almost.
You're right.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah, I mean, it was damn near.
We got plenty of both.
Basically, I was gonna say.
That's all right. The other one got turned into a speed bag.
Yeah. A couple of y'all were that thing speed back. Zell took so many hundreds of points of damage.
Keep him alive!
Yeah, there was more of you outside of you than inside of you. It was impressive.
Yeah, I think him disforming me actually made an improvement.
Yeah, it gave you more mass to work with. Goddamn. But 24. This large kind of structure looks to have at one point, with the scholars looking over it, some manner of a warehouse at some point. A few kind of like residential type buildings kind of attached to it and above it. But there is nothing else untoward in this place. Looks to been nothing fancy at any point. Almost as if the different shaped buildings are the ones that have cool shit in them.
Yeah, once it's evident that the building is clear, Argus just finds the nearest bed and is out like a light, or like chews on like it. He like pulls out a bit of jerky to chew on, because you should eat food sometimes. But then he
You
just
should.
like falls asleep halfway through.
It's just hanging out of his mouth.
Normally a very jumpy sleeper, not but he's out like a light again.
Out. He's done. Absolutely. Is there going to be a watch?
Well, of
Yeah,
course.
Sure.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
You take second.
And I guess I'll go third.
All right. Leaves you last, Melkor.
Yeah.
Okay. Other NPCs will join intermittently.
Sounds like fun.
The first watch, we will have Dieter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say you're joined by, say Aster.
Okay.
Actually, no. Aster's going to sleep today. We'll let some of your NPCs do things. Scholar's got to sleep too. We'll say Clara.
Always fun.
Give me a looking for things checks. She will help you look for things.
Does that mean advantage on helping to look for things?
Yes. Because she is bad at it herself.
Ah, better.
She
Much
does
better.
nothing. She does nothing to assist you. She's busy studying golems.
Ooh, fascinating. Ooh, hey! Focus!
Oh, what?
Focus!
There's a golem! It's right there!
I know it is.
There aren't too many of these, even in Allvale.
Well, we have tomorrow. We can just try not to piss it off, but you can look at it tomorrow. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Fine, Mom.
Considering I've met your mom, I'll take it. Anyway. I know your mother.
The 16. Aside from harassing Clara, and Clara giving shit in return,
Absolutely.
nothing much goes on. It's quiet.
Okay. I imagine everyone is like upstairs sleeping.
Oh,
So
probably somewhere just out of the way.
yeah. So I go in, find Kaothi.
Mm-hmm. You are welcome, Kaothi.
Yo!
What's up? Nothing big going on. Just let you know it's your turn.
Right?
I go ahead and tone down the helmet and go to sleep.
Absolutely. Frigga will be joining you, Kaothi.
So much better.
You both did very good. you're able to hear the sounds, the bum 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 ba bum 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 of Colton's ear. Yeah, coming. I mean, that's effectively what is happening. Like over the course of like the next like 48 hours are going to be the city coming to life again. As numerous constructs begin to move, having had their source of power returned to them. During your watch, there's a moment where Fridge is going to catch you. Coyote,
Mm-hmm.
what is that thing that you did with your face?
Yeah, I told them to distract the nerds, not distract you.
People often forget I'm there, I understand. You are a shapechanger?
Yeah.
I've only met one before.
You've met one before that let you know it?
Kind of.
Found out much the way you did with me?
Yes. They were infiltrating the Yuan Ti, and I was like, you know what, if they want to fuck with my people, go right ahead. Tried to help them. That was part of the reason you found me where you did.
Well, you know, minus the thousands of years of torture, glad it brought you to us. I don't know, is that fucking weird to say? I don't know.
I don't know. It's admittedly my understanding of what is and isn't weird for conversation has apparently been skewed.
Fair. But yeah, I don't. People are still weird about shapeshifters, so you don't know this about me, okay?
Very well. I assumed as such by the fact that you wanted to keep it from the others.
Yeah, I'm very lucky that they're easily distracted with their own problems and happy to take lies, because they should have called me out on it by now, but I think they cared too much about what the fuck was going on with themselves.
That is fair.
I'm just gonna wiggle around and shift into a dwarf look. Been practicing with this one recently.
Ah, that is new to this plane, isn't it? You don't have many of them.
No, and I figure, think it needs a lower voice, There we
More
go.
than likely. From the few
Big
I've met, they were
fucking
always bassier.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh well, that's my problem. I didn't really care one way or the other.
Yeah, trust me, if I thought you gave much of a shit, I'd have completely fucking lied to you.
Fair. It's fair.
But you seem on the level with shit that people don't want talking about.
Out of everyone who understands the idea of your people being intrinsically horrible and shitty, I get it. To be fair, in my case, 99% of the time they're right.
To be honest, couldn't tell you how much of the time they're right with my people because we don't let fuckers know.
That is true. That does make it difficult to tell. We at least have the scales. Interesting. Oh, I will tell no one. They won't ask me. Half the time they forget I'm there anyway, which is how I like it.
Fair. Yeah, hopefully there's some more darker patches when we get to the mushrooms at least.
I hope so. I do not like the light. Other than that, your watch will pass.
Mm-hmm.
Third watch. Zell? I will say, Yvonne.
Oh.
Okay.
Not much to worry about so far. I wouldn't say it's quiet because all the fucking constructs are going, but calm at least.
Yeah.
I said Yvonne. Aster literally only needs 4 hours, so why the fuck wouldn't she be up? Aster will be joining you.
I'll be fairly distracted thinking of home.
Aster is quite distracted as well, taking notes on the city and its life and the golems going about their business. She finds this fascinating.
While thinking of home, I would be whittling a pendant of 3 dragons.
Sure.
So what do you need from me?
Roll survival.
Pendant?
Not really. Yeah, not really in a good headspace at the moment. It's more so just something you kind of just passively doing right now. Just how you thinking about things. A lot of shit going on. A lot of fucking shit going on. But you are able to keep an eye out though. Your focus is elsewhere. Drawn to the golems going about the streets. It is, admittedly, this is pretty damn near close to what they can do on Eberron. Whatever magic used to be here is insane. Especially the fact that most of it seems to still function. But that is peaceful. You will be able to wake up the last watch. Excuse me.
I'll head on into Melkor. Give him a little bit of a shake-up.
Mhm. What was that?
Wait. Stop shaking.
It's been real quiet.
Oh, that means it's going to be eventful for me.
Yep. Roll me that perception. "21 is enough to notice the giant monster bot. No.
But it's frozen solid in stone, which is
Yeah, it's
great.
crazy. Oh, yeah. That is enough to notice, though, that part of the way through your watch, the sounds of. There are the sounds of like a cacophony of voices screaming off in the distance.
Is that just my normal mind doing that, or
The fact that when you start hearing this, Aster also kind of looks at you concerned. You realize it's probably not in your head this time. It sounds like it's coming from the southeast.
I just wish I was somewhere else, I guess.
That's fair.
Does it get closer?
No, it goes on for a little bit. There is the sounds of. You would recognize the sound of what it sounds like a tree falling and crashing. Other than that, nothing happens.
If it gets closer, I'll be alarmed, but if it just stays over there, not worried.
Yeah, no, it seems to stay over there, and eventually it stops entirely. Eventually, everyone will be able to wake up, rested, raring to go. Argus, you take off another level of exhaustion.
Oh wow!
Down to like 3 or something.
I think I no longer suffer disadvantage on attacks
Ah,
and saving throws. Yeah, so I can kind of
that's a good
fight
one.
now.
Kind of. Enough, at least.
Would it be 2?
Maybe 2 or 3. I don't know what he's at.
Did you get one from the first rest? Because I also did the Greater Restoration.
Yes, I'm at
That's
2.
true. Okay, you'd be
Yeah.
at 2. There you go. You're almost there. You'll be weak for a while, but you're almost like not tired.
I mean, once my speed is back, I'm good to go. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So no, you can still use Edgar. He doesn't mind and he needs the
Yeah.
exercise.
Yeah, I give him a bit of therapy while I'm there. You know, talk to him about his problems.
God knows he fucking needs it.
If any of us are in a position to provide therapy.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can
we are
pretend.
some of
I
the
can
most well-rounded individuals.
Well, see, you know, an important part of therapy is understanding that you're fucked up. So, you know, we're all fucked up, so we get it.
Facts.
Ah.
See the whole yeah,
Should we provide good advice?
I kind of use the drill instructor method. So
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that like, what is it? The first or third step is acceptance.
Something like
that's
that.
for an addiction.
Ah,
So
yeah,
first
there
step
we
is
go.
knowing you have a problem, but that's
That
also addiction.
Yeah, a lot of similarities.
You're addicted to your problems.
I think sixth step is you're sorry. You say sorry to a list.
Something. I don't know.
I haven't looked at the 10-step program in a very long time.
Y'all are all awake in this warehouse type house, room, building. Building, that's what I was looking for. You can travel 6 spaces in an hour now that Colcom Tier is properly sized. The golems are going about their business, cleaning up the streets, smashing whatever horror may get in their way.
So how was the last shift?
It's a huge monster. It vanished. I don't know where it's at.
Oh. Well, that's about
Look-
par for the course at this point.
It had this urge to say, kill Diedrich, kill Diedrich. But, I don't
You know
know if
what?
it was real or it was just my imagination running wild.
I think you were fantasizing again.
And it's
So you're telling me I fantasize about killing you?
You just fantasize about me in general.
That's awkwardly disturbing, but probably not untrue, I guess. Depends on what the fantasy's about, I guess.
The world may never
From
know.
me.
decor.
Sacrifice! Just imagine the screams. That's awesome.
Kalema!
But what is
Kalema!
the plan for the day?
Childhood memories right there.
I mean, I assume we're hitting anti-clockwise just around Colcom Tier, to be honest.
Makes sense. Hit all the big, unique-looking buildings.
Go to the bad place list.
Alright.
There's an interesting one down here as well.
All the buildings are back to where they used to be, right?
They are.
Like they didn't come crashing down sideways somewhere. Okay.
Everything is where it should be, it seems, at least, from what you've noticed.
It's all an illusion, and we're stuck in the building with the
That's what it is.
dude with the arms.
Yeah, you actually you actually fell asleep because one of you tried opening the vampire coffin. So this has all been just one big dream. You've been trapped in a dream sequence.
All right.
Wake
Now
up.
that's
We're trying
possible.
to get you to wake
I-
up.
I know Melkor enough to know that probably a possible dreamscape there.
No. None of that. I can't do dreamscape stuff anymore. I've already done that.
Never do the same thing twice. Get boring.
Well, I mean, even then, it was all just a dream. You could die in the dream.
Yeah.
There was nothing preventing that.
We did the dreamscape twice.
A couple times, yeah, but it was all part of your arc.
Might happen again. You never know.
Maybe. Have your own reality marble, Fate Stay style.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That's not in my secret folder. Not getting ideas.
I know. Oh no, I gave that to you. No one would-
Reality marble. How many ways to kill Diedrich? First step. Oh,
But if you're hitting up each unique building, the next one would be the bazaar in the mercantile district.
Woohoo! Looks like fun.
And it'll take you an hour to get there. It looks like just about.
Oh, to actually being able to travel.
Yeah, I know. Now that you've opened it up, now that the golems have had a chance to, do things, you can just move. Head over to the bazaar. It is a large open forum, about similar to size to Battlehammer's Forge. But this is just a number of stone stalls, stone structures, things. What may have at one point been tarps, maybe. Various things adorn this place. Just by the looks of it, any manner of good could have been sold here at any point.
Anything interesting remain?
yeah. No fancy fabric survived or anything.
You can give me a looking for interesting things check.
Looking for interesting things, check.
I'm looking for the royal purple silk. God damn it.
Is there a Joanne's Fabrics?
Let's see if there's a Joanne's Fabrics.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dirty 20.
I'll guidance myself.
Sure.
Hmm.
24. Okay. Between a lot of you, you're able to find a couple things. One, a lot of there are a number of stalls you find do have secret compartments that have been hidden away and not exposed to the elements. So there's one where you do find like a coil, and I put this in here before because I knew you'd want it, of like this royal purple silk.
All right, so the battle between Kaothi, Clara, and Melkor begins.
There is a lot of it.
Hmm.
Like, it is a whole ass fucking, I don't know what the term is for it, but I'm gonna say ream.
Actually, I think that's an accurate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. accurate
Yes!
term.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes! Would be valuable, would be incredibly valuable to sell. However, I know this party has expensive taste
We
in
need
clothing.
style. We need style. Is it just one reel, or is that like several reels?
It is just one, but it is of a very high quality.
All right,
Probably,
older
probably
parchment
enough.
shears.
Probably enough for each of you to have an outfit, depending on the complexity. At least enough for you to have an outfit if you went fucking balls to the wall with it.
I'm gonna leave this to Melkor and Clara, because purple's her colour and I'm not stepping on that.
Purple is her thing.
I will take a share of purple.
You
Absolutely.
throwing your hat into the ring.
Oh yeah, I will take one share of the
No,
purple.
I will also make the offer of I will take some time and learn how to tailor very well and make some fine ass clothing.
All you gotta do is just do mending, mage hands.
That's like the wizard prestidigitating himself instead of taking a shower. That's
Clara
a
looks
joke.
at you.
you
Clara
know?
looks at you when you suggest a smell. Like, no, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
What I'm saying is his fabrication will be. It's not gonna be good.
Malcolm, I'm gonna make you a shit suit now.
I have a
No,
great
as he
suit and I got 2 to spare. That's fine.
As he says that, I kind of pick up the talking bowl and like just point at it. Like,
Yes.
That's what I was implying.
I'm pretty sure. Like, just to make sure. Hold on. Hey, buddy, you in
He
there?
hasn't even picked up that bowl, so he still thinks you guys are fucking crazy.
Can you? How good are you
Well,
with
we are
tailoring?
crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like they're hearing fucking voices like I do. This is great.
As good as I am with any other medium.
Well, see, he already said he can do it.
He's a bull.
Yeah, one of us has to learn from him. That's how
Literally, at this point, I just walk up to Melkor and shove the bowl into his hand.
Hello, is this thing on?
Hello?
Testing.
Hello?
1, 2, 1, 2.
If you do in fact take it, you have the visions as everyone else did, and eventually, yeah, you do. When you say hello, you hear a yes. I've not spoken with you yet. Hello.
Who are you? Where are you?
Now who's talking to himself?
I mean, it would not be incorrect to say I am the bowl. More so my mind put into the bowl.
I had this thing, same exact thing happen with an eye that's currently in my head right now. Why should I trust you?
I mean,
I just hand it back to Diedrich.
Oh.
I don't need your
How rude! I'm
No,
sorry. He's rude, especially to
You,
anything.
you
he
really
can't
want to forget that he tried to kill? He turned you into a staff. Let's start with this one.
Most people have tried to kill us at some point that we've come across.
Absolutely. Actually, I'm pretty sure we've tried to kill each other at some point.
I mean, it is fair for your friend to have mistrust. I cannot fault him for that.
Yep, he's a thing. Okay, we're still exploring, so I'm gonna put you back in the pack now.
To be fair, I will volunteer to learn tailoring because I get enough clothes that's going to be useful in the future.
I would have thought KLC knew it already, to be honest.
Actually, yeah, I agree with that.
Everything mostly buys his clothes.
Yeah,
True.
and has not had speed for a lot of fancy ones so far.
Yeah.
I know a
Although
guy.
he has bought a shit ton recently, so it would make sense to try and learn how.
One of the things, continuing on, that some of you find sequestered away in a couple of these stalls is a little strange-looking device. A little contraption with various little like arms and little kind of attachments on it. About the size of your average TV remote.
Secret door.
There's probably, between a lot of you, you all find 3 of these things in one piece, more or less. You aren't quite sure what it does. It does seem to be mechanical in nature.
I can't help myself.
We have an artificer, so.
That's true, but she is an alchemist first. I
Mm,
will have her
I-
roll.
I do kind of want to tinker around with it.
I'm a
If you got, let's say, tinkering. I say she's an alchemist first. I do this with my other artificer all the time because she technically has expertise in any tool set she's good with.
yeah.
Mhm.
So if you have tinkering, you can roll tinkering. She's gonna roll and fucking kill the DC. Oh, actually, no, she didn't.
All right.
That's
well,
Zell. Yeah, like I said, she is better with animated constructs as opposed to devices. Zell, you're better with devices. Zell, this is some manner of attachment that, with some fiddling, you could attach to most any lock. That would make it vastly more difficult to pick. You'd have to fit it to a key, then put it into a lock, and it takes about an hour of setup. But when attached to a lock, it effectively increases the DC to pick it by 10. And upon a failed lock-picking check, it will break the thieves' tools that are used to pick it.
They said there was 3 of these?
3 of them. Most of the ones you do find are attached to other things. Mainly walls that have been, doors that have been torn off, things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get through the lock, kick the door in.
Yep.
My.
There are 3 of these for you to do with as you see fit. We can call them a dwarven mechanical lock. It can also be fitted. Actually, no, it can't be fitted to things that don't have a lock. Actually, yeah, but that would make sense. It has to be fitted to a lock. That's what you find.
Does anybody else have a use for these?
Not really.
Okay.
And last but certainly not least, as you are searching through this place, you do end up finding a truly gargantuan tome. like sequestered away in what would have been like a building that looks over the bazaar. Definitely a place of import of some manner. And Melkor pouring through it, you can just read it because, fuck me. I have a warlock in another game that also just took Eyes of the Runekeeper.
So nice.
It's great. It's great. Genuinely, I do love that you can get all the lore. Just means I actually have to, like, have it ready.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
mean you don't end up prepping lore for no reason. That
Exactly,
gets sneaky.
exactly, because you won't miss it now.
Yeah.
At the very least, all the written stuff. It is looks to be some manner of manifest of any and every good that went through this bazaar. It is all dated. Just looking at it, this has to be magical. No, or either that or the world's most efficient golem at one point worked on it.
Perfect. All right.
It has the date, the time, the quantity, the seller, the buyer, every ounce of business
What's the
moves
last
through this book.
What's the last thing? What's the last thing?
We'll say the last thing was a batch of healing potions sold on the cheap.
Well,
Or just love environmental storytelling.
Yep, exactly. I'll let you come to that conclusion there.
it's everything a fire sale.
Oh yeah, smash cut to thousands of years prior, dwarves shouting at each other, just throwing a couple gold coins across the table, grabbing a bunch of potions and running. Oh yeah. Various. It's all. It generally. It is every manner of good. Spices you've never heard of. Various materials, goods, silks, fabrics. All number of trade goods. Various, salt. The equivalent down here would have been various mushrooms that you don't know the names of. That Argus and Diedrich, well, mainly Argus would recognize.
I can't read this, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, don't eat that one. No, that's gonna kill you. That
Some are
one is
poisonous.
pretty tasty though.
There is. I don't have my Out of the Abyss book on me, but there is one that is genuinely. It's just a fungal equivalent of wheat that is often moved through here. And all manner of things. A number of the things that move through here. Actually, you would probably notice that a number of things that move through here are not tools or like ores of any kind. None of that seemed to have been done here. It seemed to just be anything that was not like smithing related.
Let's see. All right. Found a ledger book just filled with Viagra, guys.
I assume the nerds will want to look.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're furiously like they're not noting down like the contents, but like what it's about and what it covers and all that jazz. They even identify it and confirm that it is in fact magical, and anyone bearing a merchant seal moving through here would have their logs and everything recorded in this book for posterity's sake. They don't know what the merchant seal is though. None of you found any of them.
Seems they were highly into regulation.
That is not a difficult conclusion to come to. Is there any particular questions or anything else you would like to do while at the bazaar?
It's this.
And I was just gonna ask, those lock things. How many were found again?
3.
3.
You mind if I take one of those?
Yeah, by all means. I'll hand him one.
One
Seems like a useful
dwarven.
thing to have on
So-
standby.
Has Zell got the other two?
Yes. After tinkering around with them.
Sorry, I'm putting what we've found in the fat loot handout, so I'm just noting down who's got what.
Nice. What's the name for these again? So I don't
Dwarven
write it down.
mechanical lock.
Mechanical lock.
It's
I have a
like an
question.
arcane lock, but mechanical. Yes.
I probably missed this at some point because I was clicking through stuff at the same time.
Mhm.
Where did we find the locks and the ledger?
The ledger was found at a structure that kind of overlooked the bazaar.
Okay. So more or less the manager's office.
Effectively.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask about that. So, okay.
The locks were found scattered about.
Okay. Cool.
Some in a stall, one kind of just nestled away,
I-
like halfway installed into a lockbox. Like,
I do have a question.
yes.
Is there what would be more or less seen as a city watch office in the bazaar?
There is not.
Okay.
Roll me an insight check.
Okie dokie.
Not terribly difficult.
Mine's that trash.
Well, it's a little bit harder than that. You'd not see anything that would be indicative of a city watch. No building filled with rusted weapons. Nothing with holding cells, and at least nearby.
Can I roll another one?
For
Basically, since we've been here,
mhm.
noticing anything along those lines. Because I'm going to try to put two and two together.
I'll just tell you, the closest you found to that is there were holding cells and such within the House of Clans. But you can roll to put two and two together because this is a separate thing.
Yeah.
Guidance?
Ah,
No.
Doesn't matter.
It ain't gonna
Doesn't
help you.
matter.
You have no
I'm
idea.
rolling like trash today.
You are rolling like garbage.
Nope. Dietrich's clueless. I'm gonna go back to licking walls and staring at things.
You drink way too much frogs. You know that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey,
Too many
hey.
brain cells.
You don't need a lot of brain cells when your job is there's the bad guy, the pointy end goes into the bad guy.
Yeah, they specifically made sure you had as few brain cells as possible.
Yeah,
Yes.
wisdom requires experience, but experience doesn't guarantee wisdom.
That doesn't matter. I'm charisma based. We're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow. Oh, that's a way of putting it.
But anything else from the bazaar? Because I've had to build an entire city here. There's odds are aspects I'm not going to think about if anything comes to mind. Good. Then the scholars take, roll me 2d6.
That's Agent's job for low rolls.
10. There is a lot to go through. This covers a lot of the daily life, and looking at the goods that were sold here and what quantities gives the scholars a very good idea of what they need and like kind of how the city works. And they take a while before they are content with this, especially now the city's a bit safer. They feel a bit more comfortable taking time to get some real meat out of these notes.
Isn't that anthropology?
Yes, but they're going to take anything they can back because nobody knows fucking anything about dwarfs.
Ah, okay.
Hey, they're taking this long. You should write a book about topography. And just hide it somewhere. Just hide it somewhere so they discover it.
They are smarter than that.
I'll make it look all beat up and old for you. Just hide it somewhere.
They are vastly more intelligent than that.
Not helped by the fact that they find it in broken common rather than...
Yeah, exactly. None of you can write Dwarven. None of you.
Oh, that's great. That's
Funny. That's funny. But after a while,
We'll just
they
write
will.
in deep speech. We'll be fine. It'll be even better.
After a while, they will eventually kind of like, oh shit, we've taken a while, and wrap up. contentment. They have a pretty good understanding of what the daily life of these dwarves would have looked like. At least in terms of the day-to-day necessities, trade goods, such and so forth. You do notice, actually, one thing that does come up is a number of the buyers. None of the sellers ever. A number of the buyers have names that are more elven in nature. As well as a few naming schemes that some of you are not really familiar with.
Could I make a check to try, given the amount that I'd like?
You can certainly try. It'll
Look
be a
into
history-
correct naming for
It'll
when
be
I'm
a
fucking.
history check at disadvantage.
Okay.
May I make one as well?
You can at
I don't like
at
this,
disadvantage.
Just help. Don't make one. Just
Our help. Our help.
Anyone who wants to can make a history check at disadvantage. Argus, yours is
No.
normal.
waste of a 20.
well,
I
it's
say.
still disadvantage, isn't it?
That's true. It will still be a disadvantage for you.
See, my goal here is get these bad rolls out of the way. Holy crap! You give yourself a
Yeah,
nosebleed.
none of you.
I'm not even gonna
An
bother
18's
rolling.
An 18 is not enough to recognize these naming conventions. They are not. Some of them, admittedly, they're gnomish. You think they're Nevlin, probably. Some of these.
Mhm.
But there is, namely, two other distinct sets of naming conventions that you just have no knowledge of, any of you.
I'm just over there pouting about the history of my people. Like, I don't recognize this language. Is this the language of the... what is it? The Inspired? I don't know. I really hope it's not. I'm just in despair over here.
Excellent, eh? But yeah, you get that as well.
Building.
Hmm?
Just looking at the map.
Yep, you took an hour to get here, 10 hours. Yeah, 5 hours left in the day. To travel.
Yeah. Is there any other buildings of particular interest in this area, or are we just trying to get down to the
Not in the Mercantile District. That's
just trying to get down to the southwest?
Yes. There are 2 buildings of note in the southwest.
You guys can handle that one. I'm going straight for that one.
There's a nicer one that is, you can see from a distance actually, because it's all lit up now. Does not match typical dwarven architecture.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like an elven embassy.
It does. You all can travel 30 spaces or 300 minutes before you need to rest. You can get there and still have time to look around this next structure.
Cool.
You get there. This is a vast complex, dwarfing that of the Battlehammer Forge, mostly due to the fact that the Battlehammer Forge is just one open forge. This is a massive building filled with many, many rooms in in about 8 tiers, like levels. It goes down as well as up. This massive structure.
Well, I think we should probably sweep the place before we attempt to investigate.
Come on.
Because it looks like there's a lot of places to hide here.
It's massive, and there are many, many small rooms in it.
Tell you what, go to the center
Actually-
and get as bright as you can.
Hold on.
It'll only illuminate a small part of it.
Is there like a main staircase?
There is a main central way, like at the center of this
Mhm.
of the main floor. There is a central, like gargantuan. Like you could fit like several carts side by side up and down this thing. That goes up and down. There being 3 levels above it and 4 levels below it on the ground floor.
Sweep top to bottom.
You said 3 levels above it and 3 levels below it.
4 below.
3 levels above, 4 levels below, because you were
How-
on the ground
much
floor is
is-
effectively like the 4th floor out of 8.
Okay. Okay, it built like a German house.
A little bit, yeah.
The first floor is no, it's floor 0. No, it's floor 1.
No,
You're
it's,
all wrong.
it's the ground floor.
Yeah, the ground floor is, if we're going top to bottom, the ground floor is the 4th floor. It's fun. Ground
How
floor does bear
how
a lot
high
of
is it to
the
the ceiling?
of this floor, or like of the very
Like-
top of the structure?
Like in general, from like on the floor, right? From the floor to the ceiling, how high is it?
On this floor, the ceiling is up about 20-ish feet or so.
Okay.
The structure extends probably from the ground 70, 80 feet up. No, that's a lie. 90, 100 feet up. And down, it's similar dimensions.
Let's see if I can sense not necessarily the present itself, but the it being there.
Such forces. What's the range on that?
It says generally 60 feet, but I'm not actually looking for the actual like thing. I'm looking more like for its leavings, if that makes sense.
Oh, like the residue of a chained oblivion.
Yeah.
The place Swift. This whole place, I mean, generally has the residue of the chained
Right.
oblivion on it, just due to due to the fact that it had one of the most powerful the most powerful aberration you've ever seen living here for epoch.
Yeah. Okay. I was just seeing if there was anything else in the area.
Nothing else immediately registers on your senses.
Okay.
But going through this place, it's going to take the better half of a day to sweep this whole structure.
Of course it is. Well,
Oh, one thing I did know while we were talking about it was that the ground floor does bear the markings of Clan Battlehammer.
this seemed like a house. Is this a house?
Give me.
I think there's probably 1 floor per 8 floors.
If you start looking around the place, you will confirm that each floor bears the markings of only one of the clans.
I did that at disadvantage. Damn it!
Well, it would be a dirty 20. That's the first one. But looking around, this looks like a place where they could have lived. There are structures, there are places where there could have been like what you recognize as like leisurely type activities. There are some rooms that you have to like crack the door open, and it like breaks a vacuum due to the how fine the dwarven craftsmanship is, and inside you still see like what you would immediately look at and go, are those fucking playing cards? Like
I didn't know dwarves played cornhole.
yeah, exactly. Effectively, that's what looked like went on here. And there is a massive residence, one for each clan within this structure.
Oh, joy.
Well, it's a hell of a mausoleum.
Well, you want to, maybe we should just isolate a particular part of this floor and then set up because is it broken up into wings like it looks like?
It is effectively broken up. Each floor, the clan has 4 sections.
Does there only seem to be one staircase, or is there like staircases all over the place?
There is one main staircase for this building.
Do you basically just want to secure a wing for the night, and then tomorrow we can just
Yeah.
spend the day?
Yeah, if we make this floor safe, we can unleash the nerds on it tomorrow whilst we
Check the other
back out
floors.
everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Sounds good.
Give me sweeping the. Are you sweeping the Battlehammer floor, or are you going to a different floor to sweep?
I was thinking just this floor. That way, if something goes wrong, we have an easy way out.
It is the ground floor.
Yeah, because if we go up to the top floor, like I said,
The only easy way out there is a
Dive
100
out
foot
of the
drop.
window.
Yeah.
We need to dive out the window.
Yeah.
Like at least here we can go out the windows, fight our way out the door. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to die in a staircase.
I mean, I can always do what I did to the mages. They're chucking them out windows.
No, that doesn't happen.
Valid. Can I keep this
I-
19?
Survived.
Well, it would be 20 because you don't have disadvantage.
Well, no, I was just saying because technically this is 2 rolls. So here's the first perception check, and there's the second one.
Gosh.
Sure.
uh,
If you all sweep the floor dedicated to Clan Battlehammer.
Oh, Zell.
I
Zell,
see a wall. This is a very nice wall.
it is a nice wall.
Hey, buddy, I'll tell you what. Why don't you watch that door and make sure nothing comes in behind us?
God, when Diedrich has room to be condescending, you know you done fucked up.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, so I enjoy it while I can.
You gotta make the most of it, yeah.
But those of you that are not staring transfixed at a wall are going around. Some of the lava does flow in here in very like small veins, just through the entire place. There are several golems in some of the rooms that don't really respond to your presence. These are the skinniest. They definitely are not meant for any manual labor, any hard manual labor of any kind. It looks like just more. They look more like attendants than anything. In various rooms. It's a number of places for like bedrooms, gathering areas, dining halls. Like this is a whole facility that easily several hundred people could just live in comfortably.
Okay. I didn't think dwarves would be communal like this.
Oh, the clan is big. One thing you are starting to get over the course of this is that, at least in Kolkumtir, the clan is everything.
Which is just making me even more sick. Homesick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Going through the place, there's nothing crazy in here. There are a number of a number of nooks and crannies that you aren't really looking at. You're just making sure the floor is safe right now that you can look through when you have like a proper day to search this place. But as for the safety of this place, there's nothing hiding around corners, holding for crazy shit. Other than the attendant golems going to now cleaning up the place, straightening all the chairs and such and so forth.
I just imagine one of them wearing a fucking French maid outfit. Just
you
sweet.
have very. You know what? Rule 34. Never mind.
Yeah, if it exists.
Well, at that point, I guess we can just kind of usher the scholars in and be like, hey, just in this wing in particular, just find a place to crash for the night. We'll set up a watch cycle.
It's not hard, especially in this place. There are straight up just just places for sleep.
Yep.
Just rooms reserved for that kind of thing, where they would have stayed. There are a number of like personal effects. There's even like old dwarven clothing and such. For all of it bearing the iconography of Clan Battlehammer.
Neat.
Uh,
Anybody want an embroidered blanket? Anybody? Yeah. No. Closeout sale. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
As you go to
Estate
bed down.
sale.
Yeah. As you go to bed down for the evening, everybody give me a perception check.
Guide him.
And it's trash again. Hell yeah.
Oh god damn.
Hey,
And man, it goes from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, Melkor hears this. Zell is gonna hear a lot of this. Nope. Keothi's gonna hear this. Okay. Keothi, Melkor, Zell. The three of you hear the sounds to the east of you. A cacophony of screaming noises. The sound of more trees falling. And Zell, you hear the sounds of metal rending. There's the sounds of combat going on to the east of you.
Yep, sounds like home.
But after a few moments, it ends.
Huh.
Should we be checking that out? Is that a problem?
I have a strange feeling it will eventually be a problem. I find it weird that this is the first time we're hearing something like this.
I told you they were screaming.
You did not! You literally
Yeah.
said nothing!
I didn't think it would happen 2 nights in a row. Leave me alone.
And on this argument, we'll leave whatever is screaming until next week.
I just have a question. Is
Yeah.
Edgar still around?
That man
Yeah,
is cowering in the corner next to
Yeah.
next to freaking Argus.
Well, unless Edgar rolled like a nat 20, he wouldn't have heard it. On his perception check.
Distracting
You know what?
area.
You know,
Let me check.
how about your roll perception? Yeah.
Yeah, I want this. Let's
He is
see
a nervous
this.
boy.
He is a very nervous boy.
Let's see. What would perception be? That's
It'd be wisdom if he didn't have a, if he didn't have a button for it.
Yeah.
yeah. He doesn't have a button for it, so
Yes, it'd be wisdom. Oh, he didn't notice. He's
No.
blissfully ignorant.
he's enjoying being useful, not being threatened, and also Argus has been helping him with his self-esteem.
Courage.
So
Yeah, no, it's been great with the golems walking around. He feels a lot
Yeah.
safer.
he's
you
just
know,
like
it's-
he's actually just sitting there humming a tune in his head, just sitting in the corner.
How Edgar got his groove back.
Yeah, exactly.
You got his groove back.
We will resume with your children's argument over what's screaming into the night next time.
It's pretty much just Dietrich accusing Melkor of lying.
Mhm.
You said you didn't hear anything.
I didn't know. I said I did. I just didn't tell you the whole truth.
I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you the truth.
I just didn't tell you the whole truth.
I just admitted it. You know, it's fine. It's,
Yeah,
it's fine. I just think you needed to know.
It's just a little
I
bit
didn't-
of self.
I didn't want to worry you, Diedrich.
I didn't want you to piss yourself again, alright? It's a lot.
When have I ever pissed myself? When have I ever pissed myself?
I believe you have. But I think there's a
Yeah,
little
I'm
joke around
pretty
it.
sure we have.
No, I have not.
Like,
Wasn't there a
you
couple of
mentioned something about.
beverages?
Yeah, you definitely mentioned your skirt, you know,
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
soaked.
Skirt was soaked from something.
And
And it wasn't
you
water.
said that was one of the reasons you had the skirt.
No. One of the reasons I had that was not one of the reasons I had that. No. You are mistaken, sir.
Okay, yeah, whatever you say, buddy.
all on the record.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
We'll see. we'll see when the giggling dancer appears for you. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't me pissing myself. I was bleeding.
Yeah,
I love the giggling dance.
yeah, the
I
blood was
took like
covering up.
3 of those chakrams, ironically close to my crotch.
It did almost take your dick.
What is it with all of these people, like, trying to
Attempted to take
destroy
my dick.
Diedrich's
I don't
dick?
get it.
It's just out there. It's just so easy. It's just
In the dick.